become a driver, your whole point of view changes. New responsibilities, new things to think about. One of the most important might surprise you. Okay. And do you want this on a rush? Okay. We'll pick it up right away. Thank you. Bye-bye. I've worked at my brother's courier company for a year and a half now. It's not always easy having your brother for a boss, but we get along okay for the most part. One thing he's always been obsessed about is keeping his cars in tip-top shape. He started out with one vehicle. Now he's up to 3. I used to think he was too fussy about taking care of his cars. But then we talked about it in our driver training class a couple of weeks ago.
The owner's manual will give you all the information you need to keep your car maintained properly.
Obviously, when your car is in good shape, it's safer to drive. But it also uses less gas. Our instructor said a poorly maintained car can increase your fuel consumption by 50%, which increases the amount of greenhouse gases you create by even more. And, in the end, keeping your car in shape will save you money because you won't have to spend so much on big repairs if you keep up with regular maintenance.
My friend has an old van that needs to be serviced every 4,000 kilometers or so. But my sister's new car can go 8,000 kilometers between checkups.
They're all so different. That's why she was saying you have to check in the owner's manual, because you never know.
Do you work on your brother's cars?
I've changed the oil a couple of times, but mostly I just check the levels, make sure everything's topped up. My brother likes to leave the real work to the professionals.
What really amazed me when we got talking about car maintenance is how big a difference little things make. Tire pressure, for example. Like our instructor Marie said, one tire that's underinflated by 8 psi can lose 15,000 kilometers from its road life. And, at the same time, increase the amount of gas you use by 4%. I think the statistic she said was that underinflated tires cause cars in Canada to use 643 million more liters of fuel every year than they need to.
When your tires aren't inflated properly, it can be a big safety risk. A lot of people think that you find out how much air to put in your tires from what's written on the tire itself. But actually, you need to look at the placard or sticker that's on the inside edge of the driver's door, or the door post, glove box, or fuel door, wherever it is. Best thing to do is check the manual.
What are some of the other maintenance things that should be done regularly? What do we have already?
Change the oil filter, the air filter, and the fuel filter.
The brakes.
Oh yeah, that's a big one for safety.
And actually for gas consumption too. Sometimes when brakes get old and worn out, they don't let go properly. So even when you take your foot off the pedal, the brakes can still be applying pressure. So your car ends up needing more energy to make the wheels go round.
We get it, man.
Eric, do you have any suggestions?
The mechanic needs to check all the systems. The drivetrain, steering, suspension, the wheel alignment. It's all in the manual, and that's what he's there to help you with. The other thing my brother is obsessed about is getting his cars ready for winter. I mean, he hates the winter. So he always sends his fleet in for service. He gets everything checked and puts on snow tires. Snow tires are made with different rubber that reacts better in really cold temperatures. The snow tires flex to grip the road better, so you spin your wheels less and can stop faster. They're important for safety and for fuel efficiency. But not everybody everywhere needs snow tires. Depending on where you live, all seasons do just as well. I used to think my brother was kind of crazy about his cars, but now I understand where he's coming from. Keeping them in shape is better for safety, better for the environment, and a lot less expensive in the long run. I can't believe I'm starting to sound like him, but we're still not exactly the same. He has terrible taste in music.